And you're going to glue these right, you're just going to cover a little portion of these edges, not too much because you want to leave a decent amount of space for the bottom of the roof. About even. Okay. So lining it up the right way so that it covers, it goes over and is even, which should be this score line in your box, or this fold in your box should line up with this line right here. Alright, pull it out, and you can probably reinforce both those holes at the same time. So I'm going to decorate this side first, and I'm using this stamp from the Cottage Garden, which looks like this. It's the Cottage Garden set from Stampin' Up. I'm going to use it with the early Espresso ink. Come down a little bit, go right in the middle. I think I turned mine a little bit in. Kind of angle it just a little, and then stamp your image. There you go. That's the stem for the flower that's going to go up here. I can't remember the person whom I learned this from. I believe she's another Stampin' Up demonstrator. This is the packing paper that comes with your orders from Stampin' Up, and she came up with the good idea of recycling it. It's really easy. You take your 1 3/4 Scallop Circle punch from Stampin' Up, and you take 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers, and these are all perforated together. Just tear them at the perfect perforation lines and you'll get them like that, and you just work the stamp into it. This paper's a little bit fussy because it's all wrinkled up in our boxes when they come, and just stamp 5 out slowly and gently so you don't tear. Move it over. Stamp 5 more out. Grab a real pretty brad. I'm going to use, I got these from, I believe Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but they sell really pretty brads at Stampin' Up. I'm just going to use one of those, the same kind of brad that I'm going to use to attach my roof to the bird feeder. Get it centered nicely. And then put your brad in. And close it. Alright, then what you're going to do is just bunch these flowers up all into the center, or bunch these each individual little sheet up all into the center. That's my cat in the way. That's Sydney. Everybody meet Sydney. Sydney, meet everybody. And she has a fascination with paper. So as soon as I start playing with these, she gets in my way. Alright, baby, you need to move. I know, it's pumpkin. Yeah, sorry, baby. She really enjoyed meeting all of you. Bunch it up, bunch it up, bunch it up. Wow, I've got a lot of interruptions right now. That was my phone. Such is the world of just vlogging. Phones, cats, you name it. Oops. Clumsy fingers. Alright, so that's what it looks like all bunched up. And you're going to want to kind of break it down a little bit. Get it sort of, and just pull the petals out just a little bit more, make it a little bigger. Or you can leave it real tight if you want. You can leave it as sort of like the unopened flower look. Then what I do is I just have this thing, which I was gonna give it away, so I just kept it as a catch-all. And I don't know how well you can see that. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's Shimmer Mist. You can see the name Shimmer Mist. So I'm going to use some Candy Apple Red, Peach Delight, some Lemon Zest, some Iridescent Gold. I'm going to spray the Candy Apple Red on there, shake it up real well, and just spray, 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 and coat it really well. And then you'll do that with all the colors. Not too much at one time because you don't want it to get oversaturated and mess it up, so you might want to spray some and then let the color set for a little while, let it dry, and then go back at it later. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my flower. It's still a little damp because I just finished it. I was working on uploading my videos and it took a little while. But this is what it looks like. I don't want to crumple it too much because it's still wet. Once it's dry, it'll be a little harder, kind of like you sprayed hairspray on it, so it'll be firmer and it'll hold really well. And what you're going to want to do is either use a dimensional or glue, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use a dimensional. Put it on the bottom of the flower. Just place it on at the top of the leaf or your stem, and kind of get it in there, get it on there nice and solid, and that's what that looks like. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to do this part. What you're going to want is to take your 1 3/8 hole punch from Stampin' Up, and just punch a hole, give it a nice little perimeter or a nice little distance from the side and from the back or the bottom of the paper. Pop it out. And you're going to want to do that because you're going to use your 1 3/4 Scallop Circle punch to punch kind of a scalloped ring around that 1 3/8 hole punch. So it'll look like that. And then you're going to want to use another piece of the Woodland Walk Designer Series paper that you used before. And doing the same thing, repeating your step, punch from your 1 3/8 and your 1 3/4 scallop circle. Then you're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to cut these in half. There we go. Glue each piece. Alright, so actually what you're going to want to do is glue these two pieces together because you're going to want this piece to look sort of like a shadow of this piece. I don't even know if I have that on. There is the top portion.